channel. My name is Sarah and today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup. I hope you guys enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So first of all, I'm going to be using primer, and I'm going to use my Figs and Rouge Satin Soft Blurring Primer, and this is one of my absolute favourite primers, I have to say. It's so nice on the skin, I just absolutely adore it. So yeah, I'm going to be using a bit of this. And it leaves the skin feeling super soft and matte, but also it lets a bit of radiance through. Like, I've done my skincare and it definitely looks so nice. So next up, I'm going to be using my foundation, and I use the L'Oreal Paris True Match foundation in the shade Rose Ivory. And this is one of my absolute favourite drugstore foundations, I have to say. It looks so nice on the skin, and it makes your skin look really flawless and seamless. So I just use about 1 to 2 pumps on the back of my hand of the foundation, and I just get my beauty sponge and I just pat a bit of the product, and then I just pat it on my skin. So as you can see, it looks super nice. Like, you can see a comparison between this side of my face and that side. It definitely adds coverage, and it covers my rosacea. Like, I have really rosy cheeks, so it definitely covers them. This is what the foundation looks like all over the skin. It looks so nice, I have to say. Like, I can't rate this foundation highly enough. It just looks so nice on the skin. So yeah, next I'm gonna use my Kiko concealer. This is my favourite concealer at the moment. It's the Skin Tone Concealer, and I have it in the shade 03. I'm just going to apply this under my eyes to add a bit more coverage, and a bit on my nose and on my chin, especially where I have spots. I have to say, this definitely brightens my under eye area as well, this concealer, and it blends so nicely on top of this foundation. That's what the concealer looks like. So nice on the skin. So next off, I'm going to do a bit of cream contour. I think cream contour is my favourite part of makeup, I have to say. Like, I absolutely love it. So the product I'm going to be using is the Kash Beauty bronze stick in the shade Shady Beach, and this is my absolute favourite contour stick. I absolutely adore this and I use it all the time. I just put a tiny bit on my cheekbone and up to my temples as well, and I do it I just put it a tiny bit on first, and then I build on it as well, so that I don't go overboard, because sometimes I tend to go overboard with my bronzer because I love it so much. But yeah, this just blends so nicely into the skin. Like, you can already see that just looks fab. I just love it so much. So I'm just going to apply it all over the other side of my face, and I'll be back. Hi guys, I'm back, and I've just applied that contour all over my face, and as you can see, it blends so nicely into the skin, and it just adds such a lovely sun-kissed effect to the skin. I just absolutely adore that contour stick. I couldn't recommend it highly enough. So yeah, next I actually have another product from Kash Beauty I want to mention, and it is the blush stick in the shade Poppin Peach, and it is just the most gorgeous peachy shade blush, I have to say. I absolutely adore it, and this is what it looks like. It's just a gorgeous peach color. So I'm just going to put this all over my face, and yeah, I just put a tiny bit like on my nose, but I put loads on my cheeks. I just absolutely adore blush. I just think you can't have enough, really, to be honest, especially during the summertime, and especially like in the warm weather. You just want to look, you know, sun-kissed and just bronzed, and yeah, this really does the job, and yeah, it's just gorgeous, I have to say. But yeah, I'm going to apply it on the rest of my face, and I'll be back. Yeah, that blush just looks insane. I'm after blending it out, and yeah, it looks so nice. I can't highly recommend it enough. So yeah, next I'm going to be using another Kash Beauty product, and it's the highlight stick from Kash Beauty in the shade Angel Energy, and it is the most gorgeous champagne golden color, I have to say. Like, it is literally my new favorite highlight, It just looks insane. But yeah, I'm just gonna put a bit on my cheekbone. I don't really add that much. I'm kind of a natural gal when it comes to highlighting that. I just like a tiny bit of a glow, but not too much. And I put a bit on my temples just to kind of make it look like I've been hit by the sun on my forehead as well, so it looks a bit more natural, as you can see. So yeah, I'm going to put it on the other side of my face and I'll be back. So the next product I'm going to be using is my Kndr Beauty Kind Bronzer in the shade Blissful Bronze. And this is my absolute favourite bronzer at the moment. It's like a baked bronzer. But yeah, it just adds like a lovely radiance to the skin and I just absolutely adore it. So I'm just going to put a bit of this on all over my face just to warm up the face a bit more, even though it already is quite warm. But yeah, you can never have enough bronzer in my opinion. So I'm just going to put a bit on my cheeks, on my forehead as well. I definitely think creams are much better to use during the summer, but I also like to use a tiny bit of powder, not too much, because it just, I feel like a bit of bronzer, like powder bronzer, just really like brings it all together, definitely. So I'm just going to use a bit on the nose. And I don't really contour my nose, I just kind of put the bronzer all over my nose. I'm not really, you know, all about that. So yeah, that is the bronzer and it just looks so nice with the creams as well. So yeah, next I'm going to be using a bit more blush. And I'm going to use my absolute favourite blush palette from Barry M. It's just, I have to say, you really, if I recommend anything from this video for you to go and buy, I definitely recommend this. And it's the Barry M blusher palette in, I don't think there's a shade, but it just has these gorgeous 4 blushes. I'm sure if you just searched up Barry M blusher palette, it would come up online. But it just has the most gorgeous peachy blushes here. And these are just absolutely to die for, I have to say. I absolutely love them to bits. And this really reminds me of California by Benefit. It's a really good dupe and it's, you know, a fraction of the price and it's just so good. So yeah, I'm just going to get my Spectrum AO4 brush and I'm just going to put a bit of this on my cheekbones. I mixed these 2 peachy shades because one of them's a shimmer and one of them's a matte, so I just mixed these 2 together. So I'm just going to put a bit on my cheeks just to really bring the look together. Like, I don't understand how you can't love blush. Like, some people are like, oh, I hate blush, I just think it looks so bad. But I just think blush is everything when it comes to makeup. I just think it makes your makeup look 10 times nicer. So yeah, last but not least, for the face makeup, I'm going to be using my illamasqua highlighter, which is my absolute favourite highlighter in the whole entire world. I absolutely adore this highlighter. And it is the most gorgeous champagne golden colour. And it's in the shade OMG, which, yeah, it is gorgeous, stunning. So I'm just going to use this on a fan brush. And I'm not going to apply that much because, as I said, I'm not really kind of like a highlighter gal, especially not a powder highlight. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my cheeks just to really intensify the colour. And just look how insane that looks on the cheekbones. I'm sorry, but that looks so nice. So I'm just going to put a bit on this cheekbone and just my temples as well, just to kind of, you know, bring it all together and make it look as natural as possible. Obviously it won't be that natural, but just as natural as it can be. And a bit on the nose. But yeah, so that's that. So next of all, I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow. When it comes to eyeshadow, I don't really do too much. So the products I'm using are my little Charlotte Tilbury palettes. I love this one especially, and this is the Desert Haze palette. And it just comes with 4 matte colours in it, and these are just so good. I highly recommend these shadows. But first of all, I'm going to prep my eyes for eyeshadow, and I just forgot to do my brows, so I'm going to do them quickly. So yeah, I'm going to do the brows now. I use the Salon Systems brow pencil in the shade brunette, and I'm just gonna lightly fill in my brows today. I don't really do anything too crazy with my brows. I know some people love to do like dramatic brows, block brows, but I'm quite natural when it comes to my brows. So I'm just gonna lightly run this pencil through my brows. So yeah, I just fill in my brow first, and then I get a spoolie and run it through just to make sure that, you know, my brows aren't looking too fake. So I'm just going to do that now. I'm just going to get a little spoolie brush and just run it through my brows. But yeah, I just really think natural brows are in at the moment anyway. Definitely not like block brows. Like laminate brows are kind of trendy at the moment, so I'm kind of, you know, all about the natural brow look, definitely. So I'm just gonna finish this brow off and I'll be back in a sec. I just filled in my brows there and brushed them through. So next I'm gonna set my brows in place using my favorite product from Benefit, which is the Ready Set Brow 24-hour brow setting gel. And this is just such a lovely brow gel. I have to say, like, it keeps your brows in place. They literally will not budge at all. So this is why I love this product, because I feel with other brow gels they sometimes can move, and obviously you don't want that. But yeah, next I'm gonna prep my eyelids for eyeshadow, and I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and this is my absolute favorite concealer, I have to say. And I use it for so many different things as well. I use it for like sculpting out my contour, as an eyeshadow base, for carving out my brows, just like loads of different things, spots, under eye concealer. Like, it's literally such a good product, and I'd highly recommend you get this as well. I know I said about the Barry M palette, but this is also amazing, and it's a really like essential for me when I'm doing my makeup. I just think it's such like one of those products, you know, you need it in your life. So yeah, I'm just going to blend this out, and it definitely covers all my veins on my eyelids as well, which is so good. So yeah, that's the concealer blended out there. As you can see, it's literally like covered all my veins on my eyelids, which is amazing. So yeah, let's get straight into the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to do like a really basic eyeshadow look today. I think just basic, like I always do. But I'm going to get my Charlotte Tilbury quad, and I'm just going to get it. But yeah, I'm going to use the cream shade out of the palette first, just to set my eyelid in place, my concealer. And I feel this really makes my eyeshadow stand out more if I set down the concealer first and then go over with my eyeshadow on my crease. The eyeshadow I'm going to use this nice burnt orange colour here, and just run it through my crease, and just use it as my transition shade before I apply any other shadows. So I'm just going to focus it on my outer V first before I take it into my inner corner. And as you can see, the eyeshadow is blending so nicely. I have to say, Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows are just some of the best eyeshadows ever. They just blend just so well. And I especially recommend them, like, if you're beginning in makeup, they're literally the best eyeshadows you can get. So I'm just going to blend this out and I'll be back. Hi guys, I'm back. So I've just blended that all out, and it blended really nicely. So the next shade I'm going to take is the darker brown. It's more like of a chestnut kind of colour brown, and I'm just going to use this on the outer V of my eye just to add a bit more depth. Yeah, just to kind of smoke it out a bit. So yeah, I'm just going to blend this out and I'll be back. Yeah, next I'm going to take the last shade in the palette, which is this really dark brown colour, And I'm just going to run this along my lash line just to really intensify, just to add it a bit more dimension to my eyes. I'm just going to smudge it along and into my inner corner as well. And I'm just using this Morphe brush, the M410, and this is really good because it's really precise and you can get right in to your lash line. As you can see, that's already after adding so much more depth to my eye. If you look at this eye in comparison to that eye, there's a big difference. So yeah, I'm just going to do the same on the other eye and I'll be straight back. I just added that shadow there and it looks so nice, I have to say. And it just really adds depth to the eyes. I just love that. So next of all, I'm going to use my new favorite eyeliner, and it's the classic eye powder pencil from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Classic Black, and it is just so good. It is literally the creamiest eye pencil I think I've ever used, and I don't use that much, and I've already after adding that eyeshadow anyway, so I'm just going to go over it and just kind of add a bit more depth to my inner corner and my outer corner. So hi guys, welcome back. I'm just after applying that, and it's just after adding like so much more depth to my eyes. I have to say it is the most creamiest eyeliner I think I've ever used. It just looks so insane. So yeah, that's that. So next of all, I'm going to use my mascara, and I'm going to use my absolute favorite ride or die mascara, which is the Benefit Roller Lash, and it really separates like all your lashes, and it just it adds such lovely volume to the lashes. As you can see, like, look at that mascara. I'll show you a before and after now and compare it to the other eye. It just really does wonders for my lashes. So that's that eye, and that's that eye. Like, literally, it's after adding so much volume. I can't like just exaggerate how much that adds to the eye. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the same on the other eye and I'll be right back. I just applied that mascara on my other eye, and I just have to say, it's just, there's no denying it's a fabulous mascara. I'm sorry, but yeah. So yeah, next of all, I'm just gonna add a shadow to my inner corner just to make my eyes pop a bit more. So I'm gonna use the shade B out of the Kndr Beauty Life's a Drag palette. I absolutely adore this palette to bits. It is just stunning. So I'm just going to get a little detail brush, and I'm just going to tap into the shade B and just put this on my inner corner now. Like, you can just see already that it just makes your inner corner pop. Like, just makes your eyes look a lot nicer, I think. I think it's like one of those key steps for me to do in my makeup. I just think it definitely makes a difference. And I put a tiny bit on my brow bone as well, just to highlight my brow bone. So yeah, that's the eyes finished. Last but not least, guys, we have lips. So I'm just gonna first take my lip scrub from Avant, and I'm just gonna make sure that my lips are ready for lipstick, because they usually are a lot, like, they're usually so crusty. So I'm just gonna apply a bit of this lip scrub to just get rid of all the dead skin on my lips before I put on my lipstick. So yeah, I just took that lip scrub off there. So I'm just gonna take my lip liner now and just line my lips. And this is the New Look lip liner in the shade Latte. But I don't think New Look do this anymore, which is such a shame, because this is my absolute favourite lip liner. So yeah, next I'm going to put on my lipstick, and I have the Kndr Beauty lipstick in the shade Flawless, and it's just a really nice kind of rose nude brown shade, and it's really hydrating on the lips, I have to say. It is such a nice lipstick. So that's the lipstick there. It's so nice. I love it to bits. So yeah, and to finish off, I always have to apply this at the end, and it's my Jouer lip topper in the shade Confetti, and this is literally my favorite lip gloss in the whole entire world. It is like a kind of clearish, kind of goldeny champagne lip gloss, and it smells insane. Like, it smells like vanilla and caramel, and oh my god, it's so nice. So I'm just going to apply a bit of this over the lipstick. So yeah, that is everything. So this is the finished look. I'm literally obsessed with how this makeup turned out. I didn't expect it to turn out this good because I haven't done makeup in so long properly. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. I hope I didn't ramble on for too long as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my first YouTube video, and there'll be a lot more to come, hopefully. And yeah, if you have any suggestions of videos I should do, leave them down in the description. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye.